Hi Capricorn, welcome to your new love reading for 19. Yay! This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, and this could also be a new development in a current situation. Everything else you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the recommend a reader shout out, or the link for the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to a new image. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. All right, Capricorn, let's check this out for you for 19, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles. All right, we'll take it. Ace of Cups. Hi. Wow, there's, okay, that's off to a good start. The Empress, even better. Why not? 8 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. And the Knight of Wands. Peter running over here. Who we're dealing with here for Capricorn. Virgo, that's King of Pentacles, that could be Virgo. And I'm crooked. Okay, so, could be male or female, it's Virgo. So this is, get ready because it's about to, well, is this somebody you just met? But this is, eventually, this is going to be something lasting and that you're going to want to pursue. It's, I can't tell if they're going to ask you to wait, or if this is you having to make a case for why this should move forward. Have you been waiting a while, or have they been waiting a while? So we got Taurus, Virgo, Leo. All right. What's it? Okay. This Ace of Cups. This is Cups for Capricorn. This Ace of Cups. 7 of Wands twice here. Okay. Perseverance, Valor. What's this Empress about? Whoa, I like it. Empress about. Yay. The Hermit. That could be Virgo also. Got 2 cards representing Virgo here. This is 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. This 7 of Wands here. This is you. Oh, you know what? This feels good. This looks good. It feels good. There's a bit of a waiting period here. I'm not sure why, but there's a heck of a connection. What's this 7 of Wands? Maybe you already know this person and you're taking it to the next level after a waiting period. Because this is someone who's pretty darn solid. Pretty darn solid. 7 of Wands here. The Sun. This Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. All right. Okay, so we've got quite the connection here. We got Lovers. We got the Empress. King of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. This has all the potential to be solid. It's just that there's going to be some waiting involved, or perhaps you have been waiting, or they've been waiting. There's an issue of time here, but perhaps you've been together for a while, and it's about finally taking it to the next level. But there seems to be like this. If it hasn't come up already, it's going to. But this is about to, for the Capricorns that I'm reading for. This is someone, it feels like you know them, honestly. It feels like you know them. And this is an abiding love, and it's going to very soon be taken to the next level, or you're going to talk about taking it to the next level. It could be, though, that somebody, could be that they have to, as quick as they're in, part of the reason why it's had to take some time is because they've got a lot on their plate. I don't know if it's business, family, whatnot, but this is somebody that they're trying to manage a lot of things, and it's a constant, like they're having to constantly try to stay on top of things. And it's not just their feelings for you, and it's almost like you're their happy spot and vacation and all that, but there's a lot that's been going on, and they might have even, you might have even discussed your feelings for each other, but that they might have even said, you know what, this is going to have to wait a while because there's some things I've got to handle, and I've got to stay vigilant about said things. So the actual getting things off the ground might be a challenge just because they're really busy, maybe with work, or, you know, their business, whatnot. But this is, they've just got a lot on their plate. And, you know, not for nothing, this is somebody I think that might have been burned before pretty badly, and so there's probably an element of wanting to be very cautious as well. But honestly, you tick all the boxes for them, so it's just a matter of time. But time is definitely featured here as far as kind of having to wait, or be just, maybe they're asking you to wait. Like, you know what, would you just do me a solid and believe me here when I say I've got to handle this, this, and this, and it's ongoing. There is a time for us. I just don't know when that will be, but I do feel the same. Yeah. And the thing is, it looks like you believe it too, because you're like, you know what, this very well could be the turning point that we've been waiting for finally arriving, and the potential is there. We've got the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. This is something that you probably are going to think it's worth waiting for, or worth investing in for the long haul, because of the potential and the way you both feel about each other. Wow. Well, okay then. This is an abiding love. The connection is there, and it's just gonna grow. Honestly, this is really good, Capricorn. Some of these are messy, and it's kind of like, oh man, but this is just, there's just interference of time and you two not being able to start, because the other person's just got a lot they're trying to handle, and they've got whatever they got to handle, they got to do it by themselves. This is not something that for you to enjoin with them. It's like, you know, you can help them get their house squared away and move, or whatever, apartment, whatever. This is them having to deal with their own personal business. Maybe it's family, maybe it's their job, something, but it's you can't interfere or help. But other than that, this is just someone that's asking you to wait, or you have had to wait, and maybe you're doubting this connection, but this is solid. I know you're probably frustrated because it's like taking forever, but it looks like you reach a turning point around the new year, like this month or around the new year. It's coming in, this turning point. Maybe it's here already, but I mean, the connection is definitely here. That was for Cameron. Two of Wands, perhaps you're in the planning stage, decision making. It feels more Two of Pentacles, though, as far as someone having to juggle their time, make some decisions, figure out what their next move is or what their next step is. That very well could be there's been a turning point, or something's been shifted, and then that makes more room for you two to be able to progress, or to be able to make some decisions. But this is someone that's, maybe they're asking you to wait, or can we just hold off a little bit? I've got a few things in the works that I'm waiting to hear back from, and depending on whatever I hear from that is going to dictate what time frame for you and I, that sort of thing. So there's some contingencies here, but it looks like you think it's worth it. And it very well could be too that they might need you to have the faith also, instead of them having to ask you like, look, can you just, and then they got to go run off and over it. This is someone that's pretty busy and pretty tired, but there's something that they got to attend to. It could be medical, and we got Knight of Swords here, we got the King of Pentacles, we got the Hermit. This could be recovery after an injury, and you've just got to wait a little longer. And this is about maybe you taking care of them and for a little bit and saying, okay, you know what, everything's gonna be okay. We're just gonna get through this. You're gonna heal, and it's gonna be fine. Could be that, but there's a period where they have to attend to something, and then however that goes, however that resolves, is going to open up the door for you two. That was for Capricorn. I feel like this is familiar. Blaze your own trail. I feel like this is familiar. For some reason, is this another reading I read? No. Just feels familiar. It feels like you've heard this before. Maybe it's that they've been asking you, or this has come up quite a bit. Like, do we have a time frame here, or what's going on? But the thing is that it's almost like, it's not that you want to know when, it's that you need the reassurance of it is. Not so much when will it happen, but the reassurance of it is happening, or it's going to happen. The difference is subtle, but it feels like that's what this is about, is just wanting to know that, hey, we're in it for the long haul, so time is kind of irrelevant, but at the same time, you don't want to be forgotten. Like, you don't want to be taken for granted. Like, this is not the new normal. I'm sticking through this so that eventually, but this is not going to be the normal for us. That you can't abide. But someone's just got to get some things resolved, and then you two can progress. This says originality, blaze your own trail, which makes me feel like you're kind of going against what maybe your friends are saying, or it might be that conventional wisdom or friends or whatever are saying, this might not be the best situation for you. you know, look at you having to wait, look at you having to put things on hold, and you're just like, nope, I feel pretty darn strongly about this, and I know what I know, and I'm going to do my own thing. Thank you for your concern, but I got this. Well, okay then. That's for Capricorn. That's for Capricorn. Balance. There's that, when I said it felt like 2 of Pentacles, there's that balance. The thing is, with this, it feels like you are ready. It feels like they're still juggling and shifting and waiting and moving and having to go do this, and at a drop of a hat having to go handle that. Like a business that they're having to, it's still in its fledgling stage, so they're having to really attend to it and have to be available at the drop of a hat, that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's the balancing waiting game, and this feels familiar. Just like I've not in my own life, this is not projection. It just feels like you've been here before with this person, because this isn't the first time they've asked you to wait. The only reason, though, I feel like you are is because you do believe in what you have with this person. You trust that they feel, you know, they feel the same, and you trust that the potential's there. But otherwise, let's be honest, this person is asking a lot of you, and under other circumstances with somebody else, you probably wouldn't make the concessions, which is why your friends, family, and conventional wisdom, or whatever you're hearing for those that you've actually told about this situation, are probably advising against waiting, or waiting in the form of breaking up and being apart, but not really waiting, maybe hoping, but not being tied to this person. And you're just like, nope, because this doesn't feel like a breakup. This doesn't feel like you're leaving one situation to go to another. This feels like you're just trying to manage the ups and downs with someone and trying to come up with a game plan. Only there's not much you can do to help them, so you are in the position of waiting. But you wouldn't be doing it if it was anybody else. You believe pretty strongly in this. What else for Capricorn? It is going to move ahead, but probably around the turn of the year, which is not too long. Okay. What else for Capricorn? King of Cups reversed. 3 of Cups reversed. All right, so this is, again, you're going to have to wait. This is not about you two being able to finally get things off the ground. This is somebody that's having to probably, maybe they're a little stressed out, but they're having to kind of sequester how they feel or keep things at a certain level, because the balancing act, trying to juggle things, trying to find time and make room, but what they can do and give is predicated on another situation and how it affects them. So balancing act, yeah, it's, if you want to wait, which it shows you do, it's going to happen. It's a balancing act. And the thing about this situation too, Capricorn, I feel like I need to tell you, for the Capricorns I'm reading for, there's always going to be this element here. It feels like this person's always going to have something else that tugs at them that they're going to have to attend to first. Business, family, some sort of allegiance to something, to where that's going to have to be a given. But this person is solid, and they do mean what they say, and they are trustworthy. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. Normally with this, I'd be like, oh, are we talking about a breakup here? I don't think so. I think this is someone that you're the only, dare I say the only reason, but the majority of the reason you are waiting and giving this time and space and are willing to hear that again and again from this person is because the connection's there. So this isn't so much a new person. This is somebody that's familiar to you, that perhaps very soon, within the next 8 weeks, things are going to finally be able to take off. It's what you've been waiting for. So this is like, there's been a turning point that's happened. If it hasn't happened yet, it's imminent. Okay, Capricorn, I wish you luck. Much love to you. I hope this works out. I hope you are able to get off the ground with your person. I wish them luck with whatever they're dealing with. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Happy holidays if you celebrate this month. Thank you for stopping by. Take care.